single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Everybody, I hope you are all doing well. I hope you've been adding Love Notions patterns to your wish list for the 50% off sale. If you still need some inspiration, today I'm showing you my animal print lyric dress. I promised you guys yesterday that I will bring you the lyric today, and I did get it done. So here she is in all her glory. This is an animal print stretch cotton sateen. I made the midi-length version of the lyric dress. It is a button-down dress and it has a very modest v-neck. You have 6 sleeve options. I am wearing the sleeveless because I didn't have any fabric to do sleeves. There's also a short sleeve option, flutter sleeve, bell sleeve. There are 2 different lengths of bishop sleeve. Now with this pattern you can actually make a top as well. So there's a peplum top, or a knee-length dress, or a midi-length dress. Like I said before, I made the midi-length dress. In terms of sizing, it goes from 0 to 24 and there are 4 cup size options: A, B, C, and D. I don't think I need to tell you how I feel about cup size options because I've said it a million times on my channel. I generally tend to go for cup size options in patterns. Now my sewing cup size is very different to my ready-to-wear cup size. So I made size 12 because of the fact that my fabric has a little bit of stretch, but without the stretch, if it was a non-stretch woven, I would actually make the size 14 and then grade to the 12 at the waist. But for this one I made a straight size 12 and I used the C cup. I did have to make a few alterations. The first thing I did was that I raised the angle of the dart up by 3/8 of an inch. Shorten the bodice as usual. I shortened the bodice by 1 inch, and I also did a 1/2 inch sway back adjustment, but next time I'm actually going to omit that sway back adjustment because the waist actually ended up being the slightest bit above my natural waist. And I also did a 1/2 inch petite adjustment, so I had to take out 1/2 inch across here. But what I did, instead of taking it the whole way across, I actually did a pivot. Is that still a petite adjustment? I'll have to do some research, but yeah, I did a pivot here, so the length only came out from the arm side area. I made the flared skirt version. There are 2 options. You have the flared skirt with optional slash pockets, and then you have a gathered skirt with optional patch pockets. And for shaping, this pattern has bust and waist darts. So I've actually been eyeing up this pattern for a really long time now, and I kind of had this vision in mind for a while. I knew I wanted to add my own belt. I just didn't know exactly what I would end up making, but I went into this little random sewing store. It sells all kind of sewing accessories and stuff, looking for belt buckles, and they had a wide variety of belt buckles. And since today is my 5th wedding anniversary, I knew I wanted to use the heart belt buckle. So my belt buckle is a black heart with stones. And no worries, I'm actually going to show you how I made my belt, just in case you want to make one for your lyric as well. Here is the piece that I cut to make my belt. It is 50 inches long by 4.5 inches wide, and this is gonna give me a 2-inch wide waistband when I fold it over and stitch with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm gonna go along the short edge all the way down the long edge, and I'll decide if I want to leave my gap here or if I leave the gap somewhere in the middle so I can turn it right side out. Here's how I sew the strap. I have a gap for turning, so all the way around the long side and then down this edge. So now I'm gonna turn this inside out through this little tiny hole and then I will close up this end with top stitching. Here is my belt buckle, and all I've done is threaded it through like so. So it's really just like this, and then you fold this under, and then we're gonna top stitch this down close to the edge. So that's why I left the gap here, because I knew that this was gonna get top stitched down anyway. Now I'm trying to figure out if to take this to the machine and pass it close here, or if I should hand stitch it down so that the top stitching is more or less right here, sort of hidden. I mean, it's gonna be hidden anyway when the other side of the belt comes through. It's gonna be sort of hidden, but just in case, I'm wondering if I should just hand stitch this down. Decisions, guys. This is what I ended up doing. I ended up hand stitching it close to the what do you even call that, a shank? So that way there's no stitching at all showing on the top. I made sure that the stitching only caught the underlayer of this, so it's pretty neat and clean. And then when you put on the belt, you're gonna come up behind the shank and then down through here. So this is what it will look like. And now I'm thinking that I should have actually gone thicker than 2 inches for this particular buckle, but I'm gonna try it on and see how it looks with the dress. Okay, so I've tried on the dress and tried on the belt. This buckle is way too slack, it does not hold. So I have 2 little markings where I'm gonna attach a sew-on snap, so then I will just snap it shut when it's on. So this is now the exact measurement of my waist. I actually used way less buttons than the pattern called for because my buttons are so big. I thought it would look a little bit overcrowded, especially with the belt as well. If I had a whole lot of buttons, I think the pattern calls for something like 18 or 16 buttons. But I only use, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only use 7 buttons on my dress. I have 3 on the bodice and 4 on the skirt. I actually think that every time I make this dress, I'm going to make a belt. I just love the way the belt cinches in the waist, and I love the flared skirt. I mean, I want to try to gather as well with the patch pockets, but this dress in this exact silhouette stole my heart. See what I did there? That was not intentional. So I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Let's dive into my photos. I hope you guys love my dress as much as I do. Remember, if you want to grab this pattern, today is the last day of the 50% off sale. Love Notions has a site-wide 50% off move-in sale. The team is celebrating the move into their new space. It's called The Workshop. And also, if you're living in the US, make sure you sign up for their email list so you can get updates and you'll know when the workshop is fully open and fully functional, because I know they're planning meetups and classes and all that good stuff. So I leave the link down below so you can sign up for the email list. I will also link this pattern down below and the Love Notions website, because by now you only have a few hours left to turn your wish list into your actual shopping list. The last thing before I go, I am having a giveaway. I'm giving away 1 Love Notions pattern to 1 lucky winner. And all you have to do is tell me down below which Love Notions pattern you would like to win. I'm also going to be running this same giveaway over on my Instagram, and then I'll compile the entries from both YouTube and Instagram, and you are allowed to enter both. So if you enter here, feel free to head over to Instagram to enter there as well. My Instagram is at Island Socialist, and don't forget to check out my blog. I've been posting a lot lately. Blog is islandsocialist.com. Also, if you have not had the chance yet to check out the other ambassadors content, yesterday's look, that Sybil skirt, was actually part of a blog tour. So if you go to my Sybil blog post, you will see the list with all the links to everybody else's makes as well. So that's it for this short video. If you enjoyed watching, give me a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button down below if you have not done so already, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.